We're here to let the community know about a new program that we've started in partnership with Behavioral Health and Recovery Resources, and it has to do with prescription medication. We know that young people abuse prescription medication. We know that it's accessible, and we know that addiction is a problem in our community, and young people are falling prey to addiction. This program allows us to deploy collection boxes at our facilities so that people can drop off prescription medication, narcotics, old medication, whatever they want in this secure box, and we will properly dispose of it. Doesn't require us to collect information, doesn't require people who come in to leave their name. It's simply a way for us to collect dangerous prescription, narcotics and other medication that fall into the hands of young people and ultimately get abused. We know that substance abuse is oftentimes a precursor to mental illness and other medical health care problems. And we know that young people today have enough challenges without becoming addicted to prescription medication. We've seen the ravages of addiction. Addiction is an epidemic, and it interferes with a person's ability to finish their education, get a job, and ultimately leads to other forms of addiction such as methamphetamine, heroin, and from there people they fall in the trap of the criminal justice system, and it's very, very difficult to get out.
I was 15 years old when I started using. I actually had oral surgery on one of my front teeth. I had to go into the orthodontist once a month for about 6 months, and they had to pull one of my front teeth down half a centimeter at a time. So yeah, it was pretty painful. I was prescribed Vicodin for the pain. My mother was also prescribed Vicodin for migraines, so we kind of got hooked at them at the same time. She would borrow my pills, give them back with a few more than she had taken, and it was a very long process. I was in my addiction for 7 years. It wasn't until I was 22 years old that I'd finally had enough. My daughter was a year old. I was pregnant with my son at the time. I want to say I was about 4 months pregnant when I finally decided I'd had enough. And with my grandmother's help, she helped me get into SRC, Stanislaus Recovery Center, it's technically Modesto, but it's like our Head on the Border series. Right. I was there for 32 days inpatient. I got out, did the outpatient for a few months, graduated that. I also go to the Genesis Methadone Clinic. For the last 6 months, I've been in the process of titrating off of that. I've got about 6 months left to go, and then I'll be completely off of that. But it's been a very long, hard road, but without SRC, my grandmother, Genesis, and my amazing support system, I wouldn't be here today. SRC laid the foundation, but Genesis Methadone Clinic is what I feel I have a lot of passion and a lot of support there. I met my absolutely dearest friend there. She's my world now. She's let me sniffle and snot all over her numerous times. And I wouldn't be the mother, the daughter, granddaughter, or the best friend that I am today. I was a straight A student my 8th grade and 9th grade year, and by the end of my sophomore year I was failing 2 classes. No, I failed 2 classes and I was almost failing in a 3rd. It completely changes your life. You think it's all smiles and the high school is going to be awesome, and then you get there and there are stressors and there are kids who offer you things that you shouldn't take as those relievers. And kids nowadays don't look at it like that. They just think, oh, it's going to be a party, or they have somebody that they like, that they want to impress, and they don't realize that it just takes a few times, and before you know it, you can't sleep without taking that drug. You can't get up and eat without taking that drug. You don't want to go to the park and watch your kids play. You don't want to change your child's diaper because you just don't have the energy to get up. And it's hell. It's a living hell.